what's up guys? So it's Friday, 5 o'clock. Just got off work, like a lot of you guys. So when you get off work, there is nothing better to do than go outside, find a tree that's in your way, and cut it down. So today we are going to cut down this tree. We cut down its brother a few days ago, and I didn't get all of it on video. So today I thought I would give you guys a little tutorial on how to cut down a tree for the working man, everyday man, the average person tree cutting video. This is not a safety video, and it is not a professional chainsaw video, just how to get it done kind of a job. So, supplies before you cut down a tree. Step one, if you have long hair, you need a hat. If you do not wear a hat, you will get stuff in your hair, and then it gets disgusting and gross. So you need a hat. Step two, if you live in Oklahoma and it is 100 degrees like it is here, you need some water. So get a hat and get some water. That's number two. Number three, you need some gloves. If you do not wear leather gloves, then you can hurt your hands. Also, chainsaws get really hot. So if you need to adjust your chainsaw or do anything to your chainsaw without gloves, you will burn your hand. Step four, if you need to adjust your chainsaw, I lost it, I had it in one of my pockets, I didn't know which one. If you need to adjust your chainsaw, you need this. Word of the day, scrunch. It is a screwdriver. It is a wrench. It is called a scrunch. That could win you like $1 million on Jeopardy someday. So you need a scrunch. Scrunch is a chainsaw man, an arborist's best friend. Scrunch. The next thing you need is a Bluetooth speaker, because no one likes to work without proper music. So make sure you have a Bluetooth speaker. I recommend like Jason Aldean, or you can go old school like Chris Ledoux, or sometimes if you're really working hard, I like to listen to a little gangster rap. So whatever works, but definitely no like Justin Bieber or Lady Gaga or anything like that. Like, you have to stick in the country or rap world when working. The last thing you're gonna need is a really sharp hatchet. Nah, I'm just joking. If you tried to chop down a tree with a hatchet, if you've ever seen where the red fern grows, it's gonna take you a long time. So hatchets are good to have around a farm, but we're not gonna use it today. We're just gonna leave it here. You do need a chainsaw. I am a fan of Steel brand because it's easy to find parts, they're easy to fix, they usually start just fine. And I'm also a fan of the 271s. I run a chainsaw crew for my church, and we have 4 Steel 271s, also known as the Farm Boss. So if you do not own a chainsaw, I would like to recommend that you buy a Steel chainsaw. And if you work for Steel, I would like to recommend that you sponsor me and my videos. That would be great for everyone. So we're gonna take all those supplies and we're gonna cut down this tree, and hopefully it's gonna go right where we want it to go. So I'm gonna get suited up and then we'll get going on the tree. Okay, so here is the tree that we're getting ready to cut down. As you can tell, it's pretty tall. It's probably about 30 feet tall. And over here is the fence, goat pen, that we don't want to hit. We don't want to tear it down. And it can't really go that way because there's some trees over here that it would get stuck on and it wouldn't fall all the way. So we really need it just to fall straight down this path. We want the tree to go this way. We want it to go down the trail, down the little road here. So we're gonna come right here on this side, and we're gonna cut a notch, or like kind of a wedge shape, into this, like a big triangle. So like about this angle, you know, like a 7, like an upside down 7, right there. And it's gonna be facing the way that we want the tree to fall. Okay, so we want the tree to go that way, we're gonna cut it on this side, the wedge. On the back side, we're going to start high up here above where the wedge is and cut down into the wedge. So as we cut down into the wedge, it's going to have less tree left, so it'll become more unstable. And it can't go backwards because we're creating a backstop that it can't lean back against. And we need the weight of the tree to pull it the way we want it to go. So sometimes if the tree is leaning the wrong way, once you start cutting that, you're going to have to actually put a wedge in there and drive it down, and that'll push it the way it needs to go. But most of the weight of this tree is facing this way over here, so I think it's going to pull on its own. So we're going to cut a wedge, we're going to go on the back side, cut down into it, and then hopefully it's going to fall right where we want it to go, and it's going to be perfect. If not, it'll be a whole different kind of video. So let's see how it goes. There's water spraying out of that tree. It is under super high pressure. This was a maple tree, I guess. I don't know exactly why it does that, but my guess is that the water pulls up in the spring and that's what pushes the leaves out, so it's full of all that water. Pretty interesting. Tree's down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to try to get everything out of the air. So we'll go in here with all the high beams up here and get them down to the ground so it's safe. And then we'll start lowering it down slowly, because you can see it kind of stopped right there. My cut was a little too high, so it got stuck. But we'll knock all those down, and then we'll get down to the main trunk and chop it up for firewood. as you can see, the tree is now on the ground. We're taking a little break, hydrate. This is Sam's purified drinking water. Thanks to Mr. Sam Walton for providing this hydrating beverage. That's good. Tastes just like tap water. I don't know how they do that. They take this fancy bottled water and make it taste like tap water. There's a conspiracy you can look up later, but first watch the rest of this video. We're gonna finish this tree. It's hot. Alright guys, so the tree is down. We took the branches and fed them to the goats. We took the beams and we put them in the fire, and we're going to take the trunk and cut it into a couple pieces that we can use under gates, and we'll take the rest and cut it and split it into firewood. So we used all the tree except for the beams, which isn't a whole lot of it. So we're going to burn those in the burn pile. But I'm hot and it's been a pretty good day. Worked a good 40-50 hour work week, and then still got some projects in. So I'm going to go do a little porch sitting. What? What's that you say? You don't know what porch sitting is? Then you need to go watch our last video. See you guys next time.